So I've been hearing from a lot of people recently that some things are not logical, that that's unlogical, and that we'll never be able to fix anything. That new technology or new replacement for plastic or mean is illogical, or whatever you're saying is illogical. So much rational mind yabbering all the time. Yeah. And then I tuned in because something about these messages bothered me. But not bothering me in the way where I was going to snap off and be mean to anyone or criticize anyone or insult anyone. No, because everyone has their own perspectives, and I see that. I know that. And I know that when there's something inside of me that someone else says and it triggers something inside of me, I know that that very thing is inside of me waiting to emerge. So when that happens, I don't get angry. I say, whew, there's something here. I need to turn within because there's a message trying to emerge. And so that's what I did. I turned within. And for those of you who aren't familiar with who I am, I'm Jessica Jones, and I'm a clear channel for multiple dimensions of this reality and beyond. One of those dimensions that I communicate with daily is Mother Nature herself, Gaia. Also the fairy realm, the angel realm, and a few other of my guides. But the voice and spirit that resonates and sings to me the most often is Gaia. And so I turned to Gaia and I asked Gaia what was going on with these ideas and why they were stirring something inside of me. And something amazing came through, and I'm going to share this with you. Right now, in case you don't watch the news, which I don't, I find out all my news through all of these beautiful people on social media. There's a lot of crazy weather stuff happening on the planet. Fires, big storms, floods, tornadoes, all of this crazy stuff. A lot of fires. Fire breeds transformation. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of fires coming up. That's not something to be afraid of, that's just something to be aware of. Because the earth, she is speaking to us. Those of us who are listening are receiving these messages and becoming peacefully prepared by doing our inner work to help assist Mother Earth through the cleansing and purification that she needs to do in order for herself to ascend to this new vibration as well. So, Mother Earth, when she's deciding and activating these storms and fires and floods and all of this crazy natural disasters that we're seeing, that's not rational. There is nothing rational about the way Mother Earth decides to enact her power and say, excuse me, humanity, who's the boss? I created you, and I can take you away. So there's no rational thought. Our rational thought comes from 10% of our brain. 10% of our brain. 10% of our brain is, come on now. 10% of our brain is not a lot. Out of 100, 10% is very small. So we've got to stop thinking with that small 10% of our brain that we have so heavily relied on, that rational thought that's not logical, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, that's 10% of your brain thinking, and I'm thinking with a majority of mine now in higher dimensions of consciousness where I understand and respect the knowing that our rational thought is not going to solve the current state of situation that we, humanity, are facing today. It's going to take something greater. Something new, something outside of the box, something that changes and transforms our entire experience of this earth. And it's not rational. So when you have that mind that wants to stop all of these amazing ideas because, well, that's not logical, stop yourself, take a step back, and remember that your logical mind is only 10% of your brain. 10%. That 10% of the brain that Mother Earth doesn't even have. She's got no rational mind going on. She's pure streaming consciousness. Those of us who are listening and tuning in, this message isn't going to surprise you. This message is something you already know. This message is for those of us who still believe that our rational mind is going to solve the current state of problems that we're seeing on this earth, because it's not. Your rational mind wants violence, it wants to change all these things, it wants to keep people inside of a box. I'm sorry, but we're no longer going to stay inside of a box. We're no longer going to have to continue to follow the same rules. We have got to change our systems. We've got to change the way we view this earth. We've got to change the way we view life on this earth. And it's not going to be rational. Your higher consciousness, your light body, your ability to heal your energy is not rational. It's spirit. It's spiritual. It's not in the mind. It comes from something greater. So I'm sorry. I love you all in all your comments, but your rational thoughts, this rational mind, give your left brain a rest for a moment and allow yourself to integrate with the right. Just so happens that the right and right are the same. The right is right now in this moment. Allow your creativity to envision something grander than you've ever experienced and your rational mind can even wrap its head around. That is what is going to change and bring about true transformation on this planet. The crazy people living through crazy, that's what society wants to label and call people, but that's just their perspective. That doesn't mean us crazy lights are going to stop shining. Sorry, we're not, because we see something on a different dimension that we're trying to get y'all to see too. Come on with us. The water is really nice here. You get rainbow lights, you get fairies flying around, you get all these benefits. You experience a multidimensional experience. And you step outside of your rational mind and you start to vision something greater. So what have we learned today? Well, hopefully we learned that our rational mind is not the only way to solve our problems. That there's other dimensions of conscious thought that our rational mind is going to want to say, that is impossible. That can't happen. Well, at one point someone told the Wright brothers, just so happens that their name is also Wright, that they couldn't fly a plane. I'm sure someone told Elon Musk that his battery was impossible. They told Nikola Tesla his ideas weren't possible. But those are all coming true. They're not coming true, they are true. Because people are now starting to recognize them for the truth that they always were. It's the crazy ones that society deems crazy that change the world. Because they step outside of their rational thought. Rational thought thinks people are crazy. Rational thought doesn't change the world. Rational thought only looks at the world inside of a box. It's time we step outside of our box. Open up and take a look through spirit, through the eyes of spirit, through the eyes of imagination, through the eyes of a greater, unlimited lens of reality. I just love sometimes how Gaia likes to deliver her messages through my beautiful vessel. Sometimes she has a little spice and sass to her, and that is what I'm feeling right now. She continues to tell me to be lovingly assertive right now. And I was pushing back against that for a moment. Like, I was pushing back against the assertive part. Because, perceptions and judgments, and all that stuff comes up. It always comes up. And I was pushing back, wanting to come off in love at all times. But then I kept hearing Gaia come through saying, assertiveness with love is what we need, because people really need to understand that this is not just like fluff, that this is not just like something that's going to be brushed under the rug and close your eyes if you don't see it, it's not happening to you. That's not what this is. This is something that's happening to us all. It's happening on this planet that we're calling home right now. It's happening to the species that we are living inside called the human being. And so she's urging this loving assertiveness, and I'm laughing because it feels good. It feels good to deliver Gaia's message in this way, and I was hesitant at first, and I'm so grateful that she just powered through. And I just share that because that's where this is coming from. It's coming from joy and love and kindness and creativity and wisdom and insight, because it's coming from the truth. It's coming from something greater. It's not coming from Jessica. I'm just a vessel. So, thank you for showing up and for all that you do for this planet. And if you'd like to learn how to be more of a beneficial presence for this planet, all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. Whether it's asking the universe inside of you, or it's reaching out and connecting to the universe that is inside of me, which is the same one. But sometimes it's nice to communicate with each other and help each other through these moments. So I'm here for you. You can find me at lovesmissions.com, and you may also follow me on Instagram if you're not already, at Rainbow Jones. And if this message resonates with you at all, be sure to subscribe, because there's a lot more where that one's coming from. And as you can see, Gaia's really turning up a notch. So from the bottom of my heart, I love you so much, and I'm so grateful to have you on this planet right now, because your presence, whether you know it or not, is truly, truly needed and truly, truly loved.